Hello everyone. Today we are going to present on our topic, how do women look better at business setting, pants or dress? This is our presentation outline. First, we will talk about methodology. We aim to find out if women look better in pants or in dress at business setting. To avoid altering the research results, we used a cover story in the survey. Only Hong Kong residents aged above 17 were asked to fill in the survey. In the online survey, participants were randomly assigned to watch a video of a female candidate wearing either pants or skirt.
好嘅人都好關注健康，而最簡單直接嘅方法就係由飲食開始。呢個系列作為高鈣健康飲品，就最適合泰國嘅早餐市場。
Participants were asked to answer 8 questions after watching the video, in which only 3 questions were serving our research purpose. The 3 questions were evaluation of the persuasiveness, confidence, and competency of the candidate. We have collected 120 data in total. For the result, we found out that in general, impression on the candidate is higher when she is in pants than in skirt. Here comes our discussion. We found out that gender stereotype and clothing are key factors that lead to our result.
Let's look at how gender stereotype can illustrate our findings. Gender stereotype is generalization about attributions of men and women that are applied to individuals simply because they belong to that gender. Gender stereotype had led to females and males having different positions in the society. As shown in the pictures below, social role theory suggests that women and men act in accordance with their social roles, often segregate along gender lines. The differences and similarity between gender arise from the distribution of men and women into social roles. It supports and sustains the division of labor. Under social role theory, people have socially shared expectations on men and women's behaviors and often examined by gender-related traits, namely agency and communion. Gender stereotypes are bound to social roles and reflect current occupational and societal trends. People who are high in agency are more achievement-oriented, competent, aggressive, independent, decisive, and forceful. On the other hand, people who are high in communion are relationship-oriented, kind, helpful, concerned, and sympathetic to others' needs. Men are expected to be agentic, while women are expected to be communal. According to the census, disproportional women to men ratio in particular jobs is still common in Hong Kong nowadays. For instance, there are more women devoted into public administration and social service compared to men. However, more women have joined business industry in spite of job incongruency. Job incongruency may occur when individuals are viewed as having incongruent quality with the job setting. The greater the level of congruency in individuals' quality and occupation's demands, there will be a higher degree of satisfaction and work outcomes. In a business setting, assertiveness or leadership skills are frequently expected, which anchors with agentic qualities. Men with agentic qualities more closely mirror our expectations for leaders than communal qualities of women, which leads to men having higher level of job congruency in business setting. On the other hand, women with communal qualities indirectly lead to lower perceived high ability and fewer job offers. Therefore, expectation of job in business setting had higher level of congruency with agentic qualities, which causes an unfavorable evaluation on women.
After looking at how we look at male and female differently, as well as job congruence in business setting, it's also important to understand how the agentic and communal traits are associated with one person. Let's see how we give different impressions to others. Many of us know that people get our impression from our face. As minimal exposure as 0.1 second is enough for us to give a specific trait inference from a stranger's face. Posture can also affect the impression of our competence we give to others. Clothing is also another main factor which gives impact on the judgments on the professionalism, competence, and communication of others. Research studies have shown that formal clothing will help to increase the impression of one's professionalism but reduce his or her approachability. Minor clothing manipulations were sufficient to generate certain stereotypical reactions of professional competence in a working context. Moreover, competence, confidence, and credibility are also influenced by the clothes one is adorning. Clothing brings a clear communicative message in terms of social signals, influencing the impression and behavior of others towards a person. So, clothing really matters, especially for women. People are inclined to evaluate women primarily in terms of their appearance and clothing. Also, clothing cues can subtly influence professional perceptions of women. Women appear sexy are judged as less competent and less intelligent. Then, why does our impression given to others will be different just because we choose to wear a skirt or pants? Actually, according to some research studies, women may be benefited by imitating men. The more male-like the costume, the more favorable the hiring recommendations associated with it. To succeed, women must transform themselves into copies of men, not only in terms of behavior, attitudes, values, and skills, but also in clothing. Wearing trousers gives women the ability to embody male characteristics and hence increasing agency traits of women. Social role theory and job congruence may explain our findings. First, if a lady wears pants, people will associate her more with agentic qualities which are more congruent with the expectation of a job in business setting, and people may perceive her as more competent. However, if a lady wears a skirt, people tend to associate her with communal qualities, which may be incongruent with the expectation of a job in business setting. People may perceive her as less competent. So, ladies, it is better for you to wear pants in business setting. These are our references. Thank you.